Hey, my name is Rob. I'm 21 years old, and unfortunately, like many other people's lives have dealt them an unfortunate turn, I have to take care of my two little brothers since our parents are no longer with us. It has been more than 2 years since the day they were involved in a tragic car accident that took their lives. That day, I had been asked to babysit my brothers. I didn't want to worry them, so I did my best to make them proud. What I didn't know was the one to be worried about was me. A drunk man hit them with his truck as they were coming back from dinner together. They died instantly. We have no other family, and I was adamantly opposed to them being orphaned and adopted. I couldn't imagine us being separated. Luckily, I had a very good freelance job and was able to support us and care for them at the same time. Besides, we were always a very wealthy family. Despite the tragedy, we were able to support ourselves as best we could. Luckily, in these 2 years my siblings helped me out a lot and even matured and grew up, but nothing could prepare them for what they were about to experience one hot summer night. To be honest, I consider it a miracle that I am here telling you this story, since there is no night where I don't wake up sweating, clutching my face, and wondering if this is a dream, since I feel that after what I lived through, I shouldn't be alive. To be exact, I can't say it happened one night. The days before that happened, something strange was happening. Every day I would wake up around 3 a.m. At first, I thought it was a coincidence, but after a week, I started to get scared. I'm not very Catholic, but I knew what that time meant. That was the time of the devil, the time when paranormal activity was strongest. Every time a thought like that came into my head, I would laugh. But when I woke up at that time, I would look around in fear and feel it. I'd feel like someone was watching me, like I wasn't alone. I would turn on the lights and there was nothing, so I would go back to sleep with difficulty. Every night went on like that until one day, something strange started to happen. That night I woke up at 3:32 a.m. My shock was much greater than the other times. This time I didn't wake up randomly. I heard a noise. I opened my eyes in agitation and began to explore my room. I could swear I saw something move, but when I turned on the light, there was nothing. Had my brothers played a joke on me? The next day, I questioned them.
No, it wasn't us. Oh, so it was you. I can very easily tell when you're lying. It wasn't us. Don't pay attention to him. He's playing with you. What do you mean by that? Oh, come on. We see you every night. We're too old to fall for that stuff.
At those words, my blood froze.
What do you see during the night? Around 3 a.m., you always open our door and stare at us. Sometimes we pretend to be asleep and we see you making little noises to wake us up. When we open our eyes pretending that you woke us up, you run away. You don't scare us.
At that confession, I was totally perplexed. My face turned white and my mouth fell open. I knew my brothers. I knew they weren't lying this time, but I simply couldn't digest what they were telling me.
Rob, what's going on? That's you at night, isn't it?
That night, the kids slept in my bed, and come 3 a.m., I was ready. I spent that night awake and kept a huge knife by my side. I must admit that the night did not start in the best way, as at 3 a.m. sharp, the power went out in the whole block. Was this a coincidence? I grabbed a flashlight and put it next to me. A few minutes later, my body was full of caffeine and I was not sleepy at all. While the children slept, I lay there, attentive. Suddenly, I heard a loud noise coming from the other side of the house, from the children's room. It had already started. I went quickly with the flashlight and the knife and started to look. My room, the hallway, the boys' room. I found nothing. I was about to go back, disappointed, but I thought I heard a noise coming from under the bed of one of the boys. I slowly approached the bed with my knife at the ready. Every step I took filled me with anticipation. I felt that these could be the last seconds of my life. It was a nightmare I didn't want to confront, and it was getting closer and closer to becoming a reality. I reached the bed and, terrified, prepared the knife and pointed the flashlight under the bed. It was a simple bug. I went back to my room, more relieved. But when I got there, something caught my attention. My cell phone was on, and it was vibrating. I ran to it. Who could be calling me at this hour? When I opened it, an unknown number was in front of my WhatsApp box, and in our chat, there were several photo files. All those pictures were mine. There were several pictures of me sleeping on different nights, waking up at dawn, and looking confused in the dark. There were also pictures of the kids sleeping. What kind of psychopath were we dealing with? Suddenly, one last message appeared on my cell phone at that very moment. It was a new picture whose caption read, "Hi, Rob." When I opened the picture, my heart stopped. It was a picture taken at this moment. In it, I was standing scared, looking at my cell phone. I dropped my phone and pointed behind me with the flashlight to where the picture was taken. There was nothing there. Suddenly, a voice rang next to me, startling me.
What's going on, Rob? Get away from him!
At my scream, the face quickly went back under the bed, and in desperation, I grabbed my two brothers and pulled them out of bed. The three of us headed for the door, escaping as quickly as possible from that room. But something caught my foot and I fell to the floor, dropping my knife and the flashlight. My brothers turned around and, frightened, looked at me.
What are you waiting for? Get out of the house and tell a neighbor to call the police, now!
When the children obeyed me, I turned around, and above me, with my knife in his hand, was my attacker. Although it was difficult because of the darkness, this time I could make him out better. His whole body was covered. His mask was terrifying, and it was so close to his body that it looked like his own face. The man raised my knife in front of me, and when he did, I knew it was over. Every second felt like minutes. I felt like my whole life flashed before my eyes. I was defeated. I had no strength to resist, and it was all over.
It's payback time, Rob. Payback?
When the man raised his gun, I heard a new sound that left me shocked. The man was no longer in front of me, but on the ground, lying next to me unconscious. Behind me, my older brother was agitated, holding a broken baseball bat in his hands. My brothers disobeyed me. Instead of running away, they just reached for a weapon to save themselves. When this guy woke up a few minutes later, the police had already handcuffed him. A little later, I found out who this man was. His father was under arrest as he was the one who drove drunk and killed my parents. Can you believe that after leaving my brothers orphaned, his son thought he should take revenge on us because his father had been arrested? Clearly, both father and son were totally insane and were now imprisoned. Since that day, my brothers and I are closer than ever. They're older now and need me less and less. We still live together. We are a team and we take care of each other. We lived through enough tragedies. We will never let anyone mess with us again.